My name is Cyrus.
My name is Aiden. My name is Russell.
Ryu Reclay.
My name is Maylene.
My name is Holly to say.
Reese. My name is Logan Emisay.
My name is Ray Anthony Mokyobe.
My name is Rihanna.
My name is Azalea.
Nate.
My name's Sam.
What are you looking forward to the most?
Just to connect with the other youth members from like the Ngarlung Church and Ngar, and maybe when we go and save, hopefully save a lot.
The thing I'm looking forward most to this week is being able to connect with the other youth and being able to share my faith with them.
I'm looking forward to save as much people as we can and learn about Christ throughout our whole journey.
Meeting these other people from different youth groups.
I look forward to hearing the testimonies of other people and kind of seeing how they grew up and what their relationship with God looks like.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to meeting new people and new youth and also interacting with them and getting to know them better.
In this trip, I am looking forward to engaging with the other youth and building a relationship with them and our events as a youth so that we can all bond.
Honestly, I don't really have any expectations for this week, but I think that's what's making me excited. Just because I don't know what's going to be happening, other than obviously us doing ministry, but I don't really have many, I guess, expectations of what we're going to be doing for ourselves, and that's what's really exciting for me.
I'm looking forward to learn about Palau since I'm already here, and but also to be able to spread the word of God because I feel like I haven't done that enough in my life yet. So to be given the opportunity to come out here and actually sing to kids or to spread the word of God really brings a lot to me. So I feel like I'll be excited for that. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to helping other people be excited, to build their relationship with God.
I think mostly for the fellowship and ministering to the other youth.
I think I'm really looking forward to seeing Palau through the perspective of these other youth and also trying to help these other youth see their faith in a different light than they've seen before.
I'm looking forward to meeting the other youth here in Palau. I'm looking forward to us, the Lift youth, getting to know each other better. And I'm looking forward to see God work in his wonderful ways all throughout this trip.
What's your current concern?
Right now, I don't have any concerns. Everything's good, pretty alright.
My confidence, I think for me, it's kind of hard talking to other people that I've never met before. It kind of takes a while, so I think if I get over that, I think I'll be okay.
My current concern is the bathroom situation, and that's basically it.
I don't really have any.
My current concern is that we won't have enough time to kind of do all the things that we'd want to do, but yeah.
My current concern is really how they work and how they have their youth time and their fellowships and their studies and what their schedule is like.
That we'll get too very close and then we won't want to leave, and then it's just going to be so sad and bittersweet. But it's a concern, but it's a hope. Yes.
My current concern is actually my grandfather. He's been bombarding not only me, but it's starting to affect everyone else on this trip, and it's kind of annoying me.
I'm not concerned about anything really. I'm only really concerned about keeping my mom updated. She's constantly asking, but besides that, I'm not really concerned about anything.
Personally, it's because reassuring my parents, about our safety, basically.
That there's some people that don't have Jesus in their lives. Yeah.
My current concerns are maybe that we might start to stress about things not going to kind of how we wanted, our plans or kind of how we're looking them, and then overlooking what God has for us in those moments?
My current concern is that there will be things that will hinder us from um, reaching our objectives and goals of this trip. But I know that whatever God allows to be is because He allowed it to be. And I just hope that whenever those things are presented to us, that we know how to face that in the best way, in the most Christ-like way possible.
Do you have any goals for this week? If so, what are they?
It's just to get like a good amount of people that to be saved.
I think my goals this week is just to be able to gain more wisdom from learning from other youths and how I can strengthen my faith more, how I can become a better Christian.
Just to meet up with, the other kids and share our testimony.
Save at least one person.
My goal this week would be to share my testimony and for it to be cohesive and a good example of what God has done in my life.
A goal for this week is to really, like what I said before, like understand how they work with their Bible studies, their fellowships, and their activities with one another. And also, a big goal is to reach out to those that probably experienced what we experienced while we were younger, on knowing the Lord but not really having that relationship with Him. So it would be nice to be able to open up with some of the youth here and also speak with them and help them build that relationship with the Lord.
My goal this week is to become close with at least like one person from the other youth, and yeah.
I guess my only goal would have to be getting closer to everyone here because I feel like I am close to them, like on a family level, like we're all cousins, we all hang out like on Sundays, but I do want to get to know everyone personally. So I definitely think that is one of my things that I really want to get to know about.
To be more out there, be more confident in myself.
One of my goals is to at least like save a person or like help them come to find God. And, open their heart to Him. Maybe just like share the gospel with someone who doesn't know Jesus already. Just like spread His word.
I want to get better at kind of just speaking in general, just like this too, just like speaking off the top of my head and putting my words together, especially in front of people, without having to prepare ahead of time.
My goal for this week is for us to meet as many people as possible and to witness to them with the best of our ability and to lead people to the Lord and grow God's kingdom.
Do you think this is an opportunity for you to grow spiritually?
Yes, very much.
Yeah, I think this is a great opportunity for me because we're always used to staying within ourselves. And I think going out and seeing other people in their church, that allows us to open up our hearts and see what God has in store for us.
Yes, I think this is a great opportunity.
Yes.
Definitely, I think it is a good opportunity because you're in an environment that you've never been in, and you're with people who are the same as you. Like we're all Palauan, and so just hearing their perspective, I think would really help in my spiritual growth.
Yes, definitely.
I definitely do think it is an opportunity for me to go spiritual.
Yes, definitely. Because just recently I went through not something I would say very or actually it kind of was life changing. It's part of my testimony, but I do think that this will help me grow even more as a Christian.
Yes, because since I'll be speaking a lot about God to kids and people, I'll be able to like learn, I guess, like how to speak about it, how they gain some kind of like attraction toward Him.
Of course, yes. I think this will help build my relationship with God, and um, I need to be stronger. And yeah. Yes.
Yes, definitely.
yes, I definitely think this is an opportunity for me to grow spiritually.
If so, where do you feel you are spiritually right now, and where do you hope to be by the end of the week?
Right now is even me. I'm still trying to regain my relationship with God. By the end of the week, is hope that He can hear me. That I want to bring my relationship back with Him and just keep it like that from now till forever.
I think right now I'm in an okay place. I am satisfied, but my goal for the end of the week is just to be able to surpass that, exceed my expectations of what I have for this trip and what I learned from the youth. I feel like, I don't know, I'm just unsure. I hope to be understanding others and understanding myself.
I think I'm like okay right now, but I think I could grow more by the end of the trip. More in tune with talking to God daily.
I think spiritually, I'm a lot better than where I was. I hope to have a better understanding of how God works in our lives and how He can use everything for His purpose. And so,
Especially right now, I feel that I'm kind of in the routine part where I have set goals for myself every day on what to do with like getting to know the Lord more. And by the end of this week, I feel that it would be more of like less of a routine, more of like a connection and a relationship with the Lord.
I think right now I'm not necessarily growing, but I'm just like staying still. Um, yeah, and I hope to grow and want to engage more with God and seek Him more in all aspects of my life, especially as I've like finished, just finished high school and like guidance and whatnot.
Right now, spiritually, I would say I'm a lot more vulnerable than I was before. Like maybe even like at the beginning of this year, I definitely was not very vulnerable with my feelings, with religion and stuff like that, just because I had no really real thoughts about it because it was always just taught to me. I grew up with it, but now I have my own opinion, so it kind of helps me cope and express it better in a way. I hope to be honestly just not fully confirmed on what I want to do because it is God's plan on what I should be doing, but I just want to have some sort of substance with my spiritual growth, or at least even more than I have now.
I still feel very distant, or not very distant, but like I still feel distant, where like it's kind of obvious. But I hope to get very close to a point where like I can just like talk freely about him and not feel ashamed around anyone, no matter who it is.
Okay, like on a scale to 1 to 10, I feel like I'm a 6. Um, but I'm hoping that after this week, I'll be like an 11.
I think right now I'm kind of like distant, or like more distant with God. But that was mostly because of school, and like right now we're like in the middle of summer. And I hope like by the end of the week I'm like able to be closer with Him and have like stronger faith.
I think I'm in an okay place, but I know there's always better, and I hope that I'm I hope that I'm in a better place by the end of the week. But if not, I hope that I'm in a place where I am ready to grow even more better, if I'm not already better.
I feel like I'm at a decent place spiritually right now. However, I most definitely think there's room to grow. And I feel like as of lately, despite all the planning and everything that we've been doing, I do feel like I haven't been doing enough, and I've been putting more emphasis on the execution of this trip, and I need to put more focus into the spiritual side of it for myself. And so by the end of the week, I hope to have my focus back on track and have it going in a upward positive direction.
That's alright, that's okay, because we're just scrolling now.
Hey dog, what's up, man?
So what's up? Hey, the last vlog for tonight till tomorrow morning. Side to the vlog. So, what's up, guys?
How do you feel?
I feel so energized. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Yes, sir. We
Excited
always
week
excited.
ahead.
I feel tired.
Same, same. I feel good because we're gonna be here all week long. Let's go.
Optimistic, excited.
I feel hungry, ready to eat. I'm very grateful that all of you are here and that you wanted to do this because it's so fun.
I feel great, but tired and currently very hot.
We're missing Ray too.
Radio Bay.
Oh,
Come on, Radio Bay. Come on, you gotta go. Let's go. Gotta come over here. Let's go. Yes, sir, Ray! Yes, sir, Ray. We got Ray in the cut right here. Yes, sir. Yeet!
I just used part 2, but with like actual new people. Yes, sir. We're in Honolulu. I don't get to let one. Yes, sir. One lead. Wow. Very nice, very nice.
What is your...
Cyrus.
Were they?
Oh!
Can we take a video of that?
Right here.
What up?
church, okay, working with other churches from Maui, Gerard, and then we have our youth group from Guam. They came here to join us tonight to watch the movie tonight. Does anyone know what are we watching tonight? Raise your hand if you know Jesus. Okay. So tonight, this movie is about Jesus, okay? So,
الموضوع أعظم التنظيم. كنا اليوسامي بيبي أسأل ماربين إلى أرسينا بيبين بلغر دمني. الموسيقيين
Sebagai larang meloma mas morbab. No, Malu pebor river and momes ringi, etial river oma morbab. No, jangan sampai. So it needs to flow in medio, right? Kailangan Jesus agir el mora cruz, maser alma, yarse elas mau subes serma. Insoa ke ruba. O ben rasim. Lahat na.
Say hi to the camera.
Hey, what's up?
You said that you're older. I'm turning 17. Yes, sir. Got the gang here. Sir. Got Miss May here. What are we eating, Miss May?
Chow chow.
We got our man Sam setting some goals for us. Yep.
Are they both spaghetti? Because it has to insert this.
So maybe we can go to the other side.
Okay. There's a pamphlet and also a contact card. It goes through different things like what is a Christian, if you were to die today, what is salvation, how to get saved, and how to strive for a Christ-like life. So it's just things that if you wanted to read through and get to know about God more, then you have the opportunity to do that. And then there's us to answer any more questions if you were to have. And then if you wanted to contact us even after whenever we leave, if there's something that you're thinking about, that little card that's in the bag can let you message us or email us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let us know if you have any questions.
Bye.
I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding.
You guys want to sing a song? Oh, no,
yeah.
Mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hand. I will sing the goodness of God.
I'll tell them about Jesus. Hello? Can I give you something? It's from our church in Guam.
Left?
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Can I
There's a two.
give you a pamphlet?
Oh, thank you.
And it's with a bracelet?
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you can read the pamphlet. It has a lot of nice stuff inside.
Okay.
Okay, you guys have a nice day.
Thank you.
Bye.
I send a YouTube.
Huh?
I send a YouTube, this one.
Oh.
You guys,
Oh, yeah,
one to that, one to that.
She's a supporter in Lyft. She saw our videos.
What?
She saw our videos.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Gonna drop some music. Let's go.
Did dogs start chasing you? We were literally talking. You think it was worth the walk? Was it worth it? Reese, was it worth it? Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Nah, it could be better.
Yes.
Was it worth it? Was it worth it, Holly? Yep. Was it worth it, Ray?
Oh no, it was tiring.
Ray, was it worth the walk?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Yo!
Don't call it.
Oh, they already know. How do you know about us?
I went to church tomorrow.
Oh! So you guys already know about us.
Tingin ka lang siya?
Oh, Ali!
Tingin ka lang siya lang. Oh, hi! Oh!
We have stuff for you guys.
Mama, di mas dira, ikan.
That's
Oh,
a
thank
sticker.
you.
And then that's a wristband.
Oh,
like
thank
this.
you. Did you swim today? No. Oh, thank you. You know when we perform? Oh, kameror, pero nag-club. Hindi ka kameror. Hindi itin show alam ni. Sila. Agi ko pra ko malay kupi. Oh, ay sa tiging na ladyo sila. Oh, yeah. Ako yung katanga medyo pra ko medyo na umagi. Oh, may ban sa yan.
Komungal church.
Palau Evangelical Church. Lista. Oh, lista for mama.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sticker.
Pero lewat kalau kau.
Kami wala na talaga.
Oh, oh. Jay, ulit.
Pinirigi man.
Ay, sila ulit.
Rider akan maligala siya. Hey! Ngay, pamunan. Lift. Kami kung di may set. Mga tot,
Help para kumang lukwabit na basyo.
Kumal ka to.
Sila man makadung.
Oo. Tangklem.
Tadasi.
Tadasi, ikaw.
Rodi, remember today you so I get me ya ka sa
Oh, girl ka. Oh, cow. Wow.
Lekker. Leg. 1, 2, 3. I'm close.
How was it? How was it?
That was everything. He's so adorable.
How's it, guys?
That's cute. They're so cute.
So
I literally
cute.
have Palau.
Oh my God, thank you.
When we walked up, what did he say? Lift?
Yeah. He's like,
That was-
wow.
Wow. And then he said something.
That was so crazy.
I literally had goosebumps.
Isn't it so cool? I love it so much.
You guys have a nice day. You don't like the steak? Pieces.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sarah. Happy birthday to you. Okay, good night.
Okay, so Holly's grandma is on her way to the hospital. She's on her way to the hospital. So if we can just pray for her. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you this evening and we just thank you for this opportunity that we have to be able to speak with you and to speak to you. We just want to lift up Holly's grandma to you this morning and we just ask, Lord, that you are with her, that your presence is around her and that your hands are over her and that you protect her. And we ask that you are with those who will be helping her. We ask that you give them the wisdom they need, and we just ask that you continue to give her the strength that she needs. We ask for your protection over their family. Amen.
Amen. So Mamang and Papa, this is our whole group. We're Lift. That's the name of our youth ministry for our church. And so this is the ones of us who's the majority of our youth has been able to come here to Palau. And so the past couple of days we've been having fellowship to be with each other and then also going out around to different people and giving them the pamphlet that I gave you, Mama, and then also the stickers and bracelets. And then we've been singing songs and joining some of the other ministries. So now today we're going to go around and visit just a few people and do visitation and sing some songs. So that's why we're here today, to see you guys.
Mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hands. The moment that I wake up till I lay my head, I will sing of the goodness of God. All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so, so good. I will sing the goodness of God.
Sorry. This is such a weird experience because it's not something that I've done before. And it's nice to be able to share it with you. Just wanted to say that. God has honestly been so good. Like, to be in the place where my grandpa was and not even being able to meet him, but to know that, like, we talk a lot about full circle moments, but it's such a fun experience. So I'm so glad we were able to do this.
Yan yan sabi ko lo bese hindi dia ka alto ule la mo ngara. Ak makarang aku. Entas sel el tak ma aro ko to ko lo lari juga maka mun wala. Dia ka sabi ko mo ko ya tiol dang sa jo sen. Then nhau ulah ngare nhau udah kudu musisi nhau udah ya merma teman mau tinggal tengah ke ma anu punya wase ingkal maas hati anu dia kakak lemah
Masalah.
kakak lemah il mamal mong maki kasewes eng meralukun merayang atan deng arupa ka ada di salah pergi ekor sel bolong potong ngakarupa kamu kurain ekom dengan komoldang satu selesai dia mungkin maas harupa kamu oleh kerja membelamrai ekom mari komo besar ngarai rata-rata
Gagawin din maas na kabeilin basta upit and maybe the Selena Love Church. Every day you visit there.
Just the two of them, they built the church that we were at last night.
Yeah, only Saturday every Saturday. Because they have their own work at the house.
We don't see the struggle and the hard work behind a lot of, so even if we think about our church, there was definitely people who came before us who worked hard and sacrificed time with their families to ensure that people like us can experience those kinds of things. And so it's very important that we don't take for granted and the work that people before us have done. And so our pastor, one day, we're going to look back and be appreciative of the work that he's putting in right now. So just always keep that in the back of your mind to have gratitude for, people who paved the way. And it just shows how faithful God is and how if you continue to seek him, he'll always provide for us and he'll always make a way for us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
You guys okay?
Yes.
It's really such a cool and interesting experience to see where our paths, and not only ourselves but our family, how close we can be, and how we can see people before us, like Bailey's grandma, who spent their time of things that have such an impact on us, and even where we don't recognize it daily, it's still there. And whether it's a building that sits in there alone on a hill that was like created through lots of boat rides of sand and everything, and so much hard work. But it's nice to see that that we get to enjoy what our family has done for us. And I think it's a good motivation for us with anything that we do, because we live such privileged lives in the time that we are, and I think a lot of times we take that for granted. But really what we have to do is only a portion of the struggle and all the work that has to be put in that our grandparents and our family has done. So I think it's a good reminder to know to always keep our families in mind. It's a good motivating factor for us in whatever we want to achieve, and it kind of keeps us grounded. And also remember that we have each other as family, even though it goes so far back. Um, we're still like literally all of us, I'm sure, are related somehow. And so, not only in the spiritual sense and in the church family that we've established, but we are literally blood related, and it's cool to be able to see some people who were the ones that are at the root of that. I'm glad you guys get to experience some of this. And it also just allows us to be more appreciative of our grandparents. I know sometimes we can look at them, they just look old and they're sitting there and whatever, but they've literally done so much for us and like really paved the way for us to make the achievements and successes that we're striving for. And it's nice to see those successes, and for those, especially of us, uh, believe in God, because I know faith is what pushed a lot of our parents and grandparents to what they've done. And so it's good for us to keep that in mind and continue that on, not only for ourselves through our own spiritual walk, but to know that we're making our grandparents proud because we're doing what they want us to do. Woo! So what Mayleen's saying, I don't know if you guys heard, but Polly's grandma's at the hospital. So it's just, Polly and Faye with her and see how this turns out. You guys want to form a tighter circle on the picture? Lord Jesus, thank you for today. Thank you for letting us be able to get together, Lord, and to be together and to go out and do ministry, Lord. And we know that in this time, we found out this news about Holly and Lord. We started our day with faith and trusting that you'll take care of Lord, and we're still here, resting in God, what your will is, Lord. That's the decision. And whatever the outcome is, Lord, that we continue to trust in you. Lord, just please provide us peace in whatever it is that happens, Lord. Of course, nothing's impossible with you, Lord. You can do anything, so it's your will to go ahead and help Kelly's drama out and to continue on. Lord, please do that. Whatever happens, Lord, we know that it's for your purpose, Lord. And I know that's hard to see sometimes, we know that we can trust in you. So we just pray for your grandma and any pain that she's in, Lord, to alleviate her in that. And let her get through this, and we just pray for Holly and the entire family to make them through them. Help us with them, and please. I know you guys probably didn't understand the song that Mayleen's grandma had chosen, but the words of the song say, "This world is not my home." And I think that things like this is just really a reminder that this isn't our forever. This is just part of our eternity, and that what we do now really matters. And when we share the gospel, we're giving other people a chance to be with us in that eternity and to see their loved ones once again and spend time with them. So I think that's something good for us to remember the rest of today and on our way back. Just be thinking about what it means when we share it to someone else, or when we have ministry with someone else. That's why, despite all the awkwardness that can be there when witnessing and everything, us not witnessing is literally us withholding the great gift of eternal life that God's given us. And so, really, whatever our awkward feelings and stuff, we should be able to push past that, with the thought of, being able to share with someone something like the gift of salvation. The awkwardness and stuff is so temporary in comparison to what it is when we having people get saved, and it's all the more reassuring in times like this. It's really important what we're doing, and we need to remember the word.
The world
Get your plate. Oh.
Don't get in my way. Move.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Zaya. Happy birthday to you. Okay, just our circle for tonight is just because Holly and Logan brought up that we should kind of go over what we felt today because I think we had a lot of emotions. There's a lot that happened, and yeah, so we're just gonna talk about that. But who wants to start first? You? Okay. Okay, so I'm going first. So for me and my emotions, yeah. But again, it was just a lot. And so that's what I wanted to share. Next. We don't have to do a passing mic moment. We can do a put down.
I'm Rai Rekha.
I'm Cyrus Ungin.
I'm Ray Yobe. My mom's is Maylin Yob. Yeah.
I'm Russell Kanai Jr., son of Russell Kanai, and son of Laura Rumo.
I'm Logan Emise. My grandma is Dangale Emise, and my grandpa is Wilhelm.
I'm Holly Tese. My parents are Harry and Fidela Tese, and my grandmother is Matsuo Tese.
My name is Rihanna Nearly. My parents are Ryan and Valerie Nearly. My name is Reese Francisco. My grandma's Rosita Ora.
My name is Nathaniel Emmanuel. My grandparents are Erica Emmanuel and Emmanuel Malalasang.
My name is Eden. Really, my parents are Ryan and Valerie Mooney.
Maylin yang akan la Basilisa Mamatias.
So our group, we came from Guam. We are part of the Palau Evangelical Church of Guam. These are our members. So our group is called LIFT. Okay, so the purpose of our group and the reason why we kind of
established our youth group is because we wanted to encourage and build each other up, and not only as a youth group, but with other people we come across. And I think it's very important in 1 Thessalonians 5:11, it says to encourage and build each other up, just as in fact you are doing. And so the way we build and encourage each other up is to share experiences that we have. Because all of us are very different. We all have different lives, we come from different homes, but we all have an experience that maybe Jason has that somebody else doesn't have. And so when he tells his experience, and we don't feel alone, we know that, he's also going through it. And it's also what God does in your life. Right? We say, okay, if God is working in that person's life, maybe he can do that in my own life. So just for right now, we're just going to come and pass some stuff to you and talk to you. So just in our little table, we'll kind of just quickly work with whoever's there.
Good job, good job, good job. Hey, my guy did that.
Things that he has done. And so if you guys have any question concerning anything other than what we're coming to here, feel free to ask if we speak English or if you guys example. Can you imagine people coming from Germany who've never eaten whole fish and who've never tasted taro or
عليه نقول الكبسجاي 12 اوي و12
Okay, so one of the reasons we're here is that there's a really rich history of a Palau Evangelical Church and the missionaries that came to Palau, and I want Pastor Billy to be able to explain that to us. And I'm glad that he's able to make this trip possible for him to come over here and speak to you guys. And so I will have him introduce himself, and then we'll go on from there.
Well, thank you. And welcome to Palau, and welcome to this New Evangelical Church. We can go out there. I'll show you the first footprints of the first missionaries that came in 1929, many years ago. None of us were born. And we can go here, and I'll show you the grave, the sacrifice that was paid. And there's a missionary lady there, and 2 children are buried here a long time ago while they were here in Palau.
much. This is very encouraging that you young people, you give your life to the way. You are on track with God. There's no other way. There's one way, and you have chosen. And stay with it, and grow in it. And I encourage you to keep going. Thank you.
Goes into the ocean. Wait.
So, hello everyone. We are Lyft. We have some stuff for you guys so you can get to know us and our group better. So let me just walk. So we've been here we're ending our week now. And so what these are is pamphlets that kind of one side of the pamphlet explains who we are as Lyft and our mission. And then within the pamphlet, there's also things to learn more about Christianity, like frequent questions that people usually ask in short answers.
Remember,
وما المساو للملء تتريا نغلقي والمي جي hope we expect sa talmud المراوي ولا
Maldiswa kalmera asuli wal no sabi wal gonger trayo el ngalgi wal may mayo ko ministry lawan tri wan sa amal ko mogadingi ya ko mo madingela sengara yel ko klorura akwam mayel ko tira ko mo madingela sengara gimruro belao magomral masaw.
Oh, my favorite part is the carpool karaoke. The music video. Stay tuned. My absolute favorite part on this whole trip isn't in a specific day, but it's in all the days together, is how much the youth has grown together, how much we have bonded together, and we've kind of gotten comfortable and we became a family, and that's what I really enjoyed, was that we all just became a family, not only by blood but by love and by cooking each other dinner. By sharing my nail clippers with everyone. It was the bond that we all share. It's my favorite part.
Honestly, just spending time with everyone, because we all can talk to like one another. Does that make sense? Like, it's never just like awkward between one person and one person. It's always just you can talk to anybody there. But my favorite part of this entire trip, like moment wise, has to be our little circle on Wednesday, because it was so cool and it was so like, I don't know. It like the only word I can use to describe it is literally like a breakthrough. It was a breakthrough in our relationship.
I think our little full circle moment on Wednesday night, that was really nice. To be able to talk to everyone and hear everyone's like their own side and experience of them being in Palau and at the youth trip.
My favorite part of the trip was our first and kind of last circle moment. It was really nice, like I said, being able to see everyone like express their feelings and like all these stuff that they thought about. It's not only about like our faith, but also about like how we feel about our culture and how we feel about other people. It was very like, it was a lot, like everyone said a lot and it was a lot to take in, but it was very nice and I'm glad that we got to do that together.
We were able to come together, and those like who weren't really close, like some that didn't even want to talk, are like now we're able to be like comfortable to talk with each other, even with the older ones. So it's good that we were able to share things with each other, so now that when we go back, no one's like shy or anything, we all can talk to each other.
Probably dancing with the younger youth. That was my favorite part because like we were all connecting. There's nothing separating us. We were just all just one, like one people, one group supporting what like we all connected throughout one thing that we liked, and it was Christ. And that's what really made me love Lyft and the youth.
The first day that we went swimming and Ray surprised us by coming 2 days early, because that day was pretty fun, and we also taught him how to swim. That was funny.
I think my favorite part of the trip was being able to minister to the younger kids or kids that are around my age. It was pretty fun because we got to talk to them and just experience ministry. Like, this is the first time I've ever done this kind of ministry, so it was very interesting and fun experience.
There's a lot actually. Probably the car rides when you do our music videos.
Learning how to swim, I enjoy that a lot. So I can always go into the water now and like actually swim. I also enjoyed what is it? That day we had where all of us were like very emotional.
My favorite part of the trip would have to be family visitations. I know that that wasn't like the thing that we emphasized most on our trip, but I think that was like my favorite part.
I think just getting closer with the other youth members and yeah, I think that's it.
Overall, my favorite part of this trip was getting to strengthen my relationship with all of our youth, all of the Lift youth, and also getting to see the people of Palau and the kids, the youth, even the adults that we got to talk with. I think that was my favorite part.
Yes, I have definitely. I've Yeah, I really feel that I have. I know before I explained about how the way I used to, it just felt like a routine to me. But throughout this week, it felt more as like, even if God knows everything, it felt more of like updating God. Like every single thing that happened, I'm like, God, dude, this is cool. Like, this is amazing. Like, this little kid is genuinely happy, and like, and then there's times where like that hardship where I wanted to ask why, but the support of having others around me helped me not only not ask why, but just trust that he would be good, because God is always good, and that he always has a plan for everything. And that's something that I knew as a saying, but I never felt as a meaning. So this week really kind of made me have that whole feeling and trust in God, more than I had like before, if that makes sense.
I feel like I came into this trip not really thinking I would grow, and then Wednesday hit me, and it made me question like if I really was growing. And then that night, I realized that I want to make a change, and I do feel myself not growing, but I feel myself eager to grow more. And I feel myself wanting to, I guess, educate myself more on myself and being spiritually vulnerable, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yes, I think throughout the week I've gotten like way more closer to God than I was when we first started.
I think I did a little bit. I think now I've realized that to turn more to God in times of my uncertainty and like troubles. I've learned that through the experiences that we've had this week, especially. Um, it's definitely not a hard thing to do to just stop and pray. And that's one way I've grown, because before I used to just not pray about it, especially in the time being. I would like freak out and my mind would go everywhere. But I learned during this time together to just turn to God.
Yes, but I feel like I need to grow more. Like,
Yeah, I feel like I've grown more spiritually, more than I thought that I would. And I just want to thank like Sam, Maylene, and Nathaniel, especially Sam and my parents for convincing me to go on this trip. I wasn't really thinking of like going on here. I was just thinking like, oh, I could just see my family. That's it. It's just gonna be boring, but no, it was pretty fun. I would do it again if I could.
Yes, I feel like after the trip, I'm starting to like. I think I definitely pray a little more than I used to.
I think I have grown spiritually because just being able to talk to kids who don't know God, um, being able to just tell them about Him, and just it just really helped me grow as a Christian.
Yes, a lot. Um, you know, whenever something like happens, I'm always, oh. I always acknowledge God, and um, I always go to Him first, good times or bad, and I don't look at the negatives um, that often anymore. I always look at the positives.
Yes, because before the trip, I didn't even like coming to church because, I don't know, but like now, like I get excited to go to church. I kind of get mad at my sisters if they don't go, if they have like no reason not to. Like, yeah, I feel like,
I think so. In a way, it's given me the opportunity to um, really look at where we've been, or like how people before us, the missionaries and those who are believers before us, they really paved a way for us, and just seeing that um, is very encouraging to like continue to do what we do and in terms of our faith. So yeah, I think I've definitely grown spiritually.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I've grown spiritually. I think I've gotten a little bit more bold in my faith, as they say, and just being able to share the gospel with people. And I hope I continue to grow in that. But yeah, I definitely have grown in my spiritual.
I do feel that I have grown spiritually through this trip, through different events that had happened. I was very thankful for it, and I hope to put more effort into continuing to grow spiritually, and not only relying on the things that come to me or the things that happen before me, but also striving within my own efforts to grow.
Wow, is there a word to describe it? So much has happened this week that it's been a roller coaster, but it's also been a really great learning experience.
For me, it was very planned, but at the same time spontaneous.
It was a really fun trip and a fun experience for me.
I would describe this trip as a bonding experience for the Lyft group, and also just us with other individuals that we've met, like the other youth groups for the other churches, and just other people's families that we've gone and visited, and people that we've passed our pamphlets out to. It was definitely fulfilling, and it exceeded expectations that I had, and I think I gained a lot out of it.
This trip was fun and a good first experience.
I would describe it as amazing. It's pretty good. A lot of experiences.
Uh, Fun, eventful, and bonding.
Overall, I think the trip was very exciting. It brought us out of our comfort zone. It helped us build our faith, um, made our bonds stronger. Um, Also, I feel like as a youth group, I think we grew a lot. Um, this is, I believe this was everyone's first time doing this kind of ministry, so I feel like we did really good for our first time. Um, Overall, I just think we should do more of these trips um, because of how the first one went. I think we should continue to do these trips and being able to just share God's word.
It was very much memorable. Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know about these guys, but specifically me, I feel like I needed that trip because I was very lost from where I was until like I went to that trip. God grew onto me like very like a lot. So like I don't know. I just felt like I needed the trip, yeah, to like open up.
This trip was very exciting because we didn't have anything to kind of compare it to, so it was very new to all of us. I think those moments that we had to share, our full circle moments that we had to share, were really nice because it gave us an opportunity to open up and just share on the things that were on our heart. So I think it was a really good trip. I know we didn't get to do a lot of the things that we wanted to do, but God had planned for other things to happen that were, I think, a lot more meaningful to us. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one.
I think we really needed this trip to grow. It really helped us grow a lot as a youth. I think that if we weren't put in certain uncomfortable situations or um, like these different situations, they kind of forced us to grow, not only closer with each other, but just in our faith and in being able to share the gospel with other people. I think this trip was also important because it helped us connect to who we are as Palauans, and especially as Christians from Palau. And so I think that was a really good part of this trip. And I think overall, the thing that we grew the most in is with our relationship to each other through Christ. So yeah, I think that's the way to describe it.
Overall, I would describe this trip as a very memorable experience. We all got to spend time with each other and talk, and then I know as we were leaving, we were really sad knowing that this was just such a unique experience to be with each other and living with each other. It's just something that we hope to be able to do again, but of course, we're unsure if that will be an opportunity for us. It's nice that we created bonds that allow us as youth in Guam to be stronger than we were before we went on the trip. Through living together, we got to have experiences that were as credible as sitting down for a couple of hours and be able to just pour out our hearts and talk to each other. And then there were some not so incredible experiences like having to wash a bunch of sweaty boys' laundry, but stuff like that. It was just a great living experience with each other and really made us feel like family and brought us close together. And I look forward to hopefully, Lord willing, do something like that again in the future. We closed out that week with smiles on our face and a plethora of memories in our heart. And I absolutely loved it, and I'm so thankful for that opportunity.